welcome to another episode of Wall Watch, where we see how women respond to actually hitting the wall. Here is a woman that's talking about the pressure that has been lifted off her shoulders. So now she can just live. Now, before we get into this, I gotta ask you guys a few questions. Now, is she getting better or worse since hitting the wall? Just something to keep in mind. Would you avoid, marry, or date this woman? All right, now let me introduce myself. My name is Bertrand. I am the coolest dude on the planet, and I'm your friend. Confidence and clarity is the goal for my channel, so let's go ahead and check her out.
Crazy pressure that I put on myself throughout my 20s and that I felt like culture was putting on me, that I had to be having as much sex as possible. I had to be going out on as many dates as possible. I had to be capitalizing on taking advantage of my appeal as much as possible because time was running out. Now that I've crossed the threshold, that I've turned 30 and I'm officially in my 30s, that pressure has stopped completely. There's a freedom, there's a comfort that comes with that I think has contributed to why at 30 I feel far and away better than I ever have. And actually, people's reception of me has been better than it ever has been.
Bull. Okay, look, this woman is lying. How do I know she's lying? She didn't crack a smile one time. Think about it. Okay, so if I win $1 million, okay, if I make $1 million, do you think I'm gonna be talking like, oh my gosh, like, I just feel so free, like, there's no more pressure on me? Absolutely not. If I make $1 million, now I'm going to be focused on what to do with the money to make sure that it keeps on coming in, because when you make that type of money, you now have to figure out ways to invest it. That way it keeps coming back to you, because if you don't, you will lose it faster than you got it. Now, with this woman here hitting the wall, think about everything that she just said. She talked about using her sex appeal, having as much sex as possible, but then feeling the pressure of having to do it. Now, why? Well, the reason why is because other women sabotage other women, because there are some women who are smart enough to understand, wait a minute, there's way more of us than there are of them. Meaning there's way more women than there are men. So not every woman gets a man. And some women understand this. So this is what they'll do. They'll flip the script on her. Come on, you don't want her. She's a party girl. You should date me. Now, why am I saying this? Because when I was married, when I was in relationships, when I was around women, their friends would hit on me. Their family members would hit on me. And these are the things that these women would say. And you would think, damn, wait a minute. This your best friend. Or y'all say y'all best friends. This your homegirl. This your sister. This your cousin. This your auntie. Like, listen, what I'm telling you guys is this. This woman definitely had as much sex as she possibly could. This woman used her sexual appeal, and it didn't benefit her. Now, it may have benefited her in the moment, in the now, but that now is now in the past. Now she's dealing with something completely different. Again, when you look at her face, think about it. If somebody is telling you something exciting or something that is calming and freeing, their energy isn't going to look like this. The women that I've went on dates with who look like that, who talk like that, who sound like that, they are depressed. And believe it or not, they have revealed to me that at night they go home and they crying. They crying because maybe they did reach a certain level of success. Maybe they did make a certain amount of money, but now they go home to an empty place, an empty bed. Now, we constantly see this across social media, but I'm just telling you, when it comes to women like this, you know, hitting the wall, like, they don't realize that they get older. right? So the pressure is different for men and women. For instance, men have the pressure to actually be something, to be somebody, to do something, to make an impact on the world in a positive way. Whereas women, all they really have to do is maintain their beauty, maintain their looks, maintain their body. Right now, you would think that that's the easy thing for them to do, but again, the women's silent competition is what gets the majority of women, because they think that the man is the actual enemy, not realizing that that woman wants your man, especially if he's the man. Right now, this is a concept that constantly goes over their heads. And I can tell it's going over their heads because I'm listening to them. They're talking as if they're competing with men. And I'm like, well, damn, are you looking to date women, or are you interested in men? Because sound like, you may be looking to get a woman. Everything she said, think about it this way. She's performing, right? And she's trying to get other women to say, you go, girl. Yeah, I accept that. I feel that, girl. I've been in your shoes. Yeah, me too. Now, the reason why women feel those regrets, or they feel that pressure, so they tell the younger women to do certain things, is because they have now reached a point in their lives where the sex has no passion. And a lot of times it actually may be terrible to the point to where they don't even want to do it anymore. When I constantly heard of people being in sexless marriage and sexless relationships, I could not understand that, because I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. You mean to tell me that you're going to get into a relationship with someone and then not have sex? Like, so that means that you're laying in bed with this person, right? You wake up every morning just ready to go, and you can't just, dive in. That would provide a lot of problems, right? Because then the woman doesn't want you to cheat on her. Well, how the hell can you not cheat on her if you want something and she has the power to give it to you, but she's refusing to give it to you? That's crazy. So fellas, I'm telling you, when your confidence gets to where it really needs to be, I'm not talking about the fake confidence. I'm talking about the confidence in yourself. And sometimes we have to build this up. For instance, there's a difference between practicing and actually playing in the game, right? Like, some people, their mental approach to practice is completely from their mental approach to the actual game. Now, I'm saying that because when you approach practice realizing, okay, I'm going to have to run a certain amount of times, right? Or I'm going to have to put out this much effort to win the game, the way you practice is going to be completely different. The reps mean more. The shots mean more, because, if they don't, you're going to easily lose games, right? Now, when it comes to the game of relationships, when you choose the wrong woman, now you need a recovery period, right? If you choose the wrong woman and you actually get into a relationship with her, man, that recovery period is going to be needed. But the question is, how long do you need to recover? Now, that's different for every single man, because, for instance, I may look at this woman and say, okay, she's dateable, right? But long term, once again, I probably would avoid her. But again, my Johnson may say something completely different. Now, if it is, it's basically just saying smash and pass. So with all of this being said, fellas, better mind, better body, better finances. All women are attracted to these things. I don't care what they say. Now, let's just say that women are not that important, and that you can actually focus on other things. Great, right? Great. This is amazing for you, because what it means is you're going to have a better quality of life when your mind is strong and calm, and you can plan through the storm. Whether you see the storm coming or whether you going through the storm, you can see, okay, you know what? All right, I need to do this, I need to do that, and I need to get that done, right? Now, so in order to prepare your mind for that calmness that you're going to need, meditation. Next, exercise. This is going to help the way your body looks, feels, and your ability to actually enjoy your wealth, because health is wealth. Next, invest your money. That helps you plan for the future. Now you have money coming in, passive income, whether you work or not. My favorite thing to talk about really is dividend stocks, especially the ones that pay monthly. Why? Because I like to see money constantly coming in. For me, it gives me, it's like validation. It's like validation for women. Like they want likes, and they're looking for the big number of subscribers and stuff like that. I'm looking for the big numbers on return, or I'm looking for a constant return. I'm looking for constant income just flowing into my accounts. Now, adapt to dating. Adapt to this stripper culture, because everything is transactional. Think about it. This woman was using her sex appeal to get into places or to receive things. Now, that's a transaction, which means she was damn near flirting or promising sex to someone or something, right? I mean, because otherwise, what good is sex appeal? In this stripper culture, friends with benefits, situationships, flings, and vacay bays. But I have a question for you guys. What do you think? Did I miss it? Did I completely read what this woman was saying? Did I read this the wrong way? Comment under this video. Remember, when you are watching these videos, you are becoming the best version of yourself. That means you 2.4. Other than that, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.